Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk, back with another video today, and I'm doing my first video in my new studio, so that's cool. But let's talk about something that's cooler. Game day. Houston Texans are a 1-0 team versus an 0-1 Cleveland Browns team, which, yes, a week 1 performance was nice, but this is a true contender we're playing today, so we're going to pray for the best for the Texans today, but we're not going to be surprised if the worst comes. But we're here to talk about the inactives for the Texans in this game, and then we're also here, and I'm going to preview the 23 starters, and then my final prediction, which it's pretty much the same, but I'm going to give out 3 outcomes. And then if you want to see my keys to the game, go look at my video, my preview last night. All right, let's get into the inactives. So there's a bunch of kind of inactives. We got players on IR, we got inactives as well, just regular players that were out on coach's decision, and then we got 2 questionable players that have not been announced playing or not. So starting off on IR, AJ Moore, not going to be available to week 4, undisclosed. But he's not going to be a starter even if he comes back. Then we got our starting kicker, Kamini Farrenbarron, with a leg injury on IR. He's not coming back to week 4 either. Then Vincent Taylor, who was a starter last week, defensive tackle. He's on IR with an ankle injury, which he was carted off in Houston last week. Then Kevin Pierre-Louis, who was out last week, but now he's on the IR, and I don't remember. I think he's out till week 5. And then the inactives. Brevin Jordan on coach's decision. Scotty Phillips, coach's decision. Jonathan Gennard, I think it says coach's decision, but I think he's still dealing with that injury that he had a couple in the first preseason game versus the Packers. So then Deshaun Watson. This man's going to be out for the whole season. And then Anthony Miller, who is still dealing with that shoulder injury so not only Jonathan Gennard, but he got hurt in the week 1 preseason game versus Green Bay about a month ago, so that sucks. DeMarcus Walker, coach's decision. I don't know why all these players are getting coach's decision, and then questionable is Cammy Guger-Hill, who was a starter on the linebacker crew last week. He's dealing with an illness. He's questionable. And then Pharaoh Brown, our starting tight end, he's dealing with a shoulder injury. He's questionable. That will probably come down to the last couple seconds to deal with that. Talking about the starters, we'll start with the defense. The defensive line, from the right side of defensive tackles, you'll probably see Roy Lopez, and then defensive end, Whitney Merciless, running right on the right side of the D-line. And on the left side of the D-line, Malik Collins and Charles Omenihu will be right there on the left side. And then your 3 linebackers will be Jacob Martin, Zach Cunningham, and Christian Kirksey. This week, Lonnie Johnson is back after missing the first game of the season. So that will be good. He'll be the second starting safety right next to Justin Reed. Nice little young core safety we got right over there. Safety core we got right there. And then our corners, Jimmy Moreland is still out as well. Just forgot to write him down too. So he's also not available. So that sucks. So he will not be available as corner. He's someone we signed after trading Bradley Roby, which I think he'll be a total stud when he comes back. But right now, for our 2 starters at the corner will be Terrence Mitchell and Vernon Hargreaves, after Vernon Hargreaves had a huge game last week versus the Jaguars. Our offense, of course, starting quarterback Tyrod Taylor, running back Mark Ingram, but we'll see a lot from Philip Lindsay and David Johnson as well. Receivers, Brandon Cooks, Danny Amendola, Chris Conley, and the backup wide receiver. Only just one extra wide receiver. That's Nico Collins. I don't really know if Nico Collins or Danny Amendola will get the start. Danny Amendola did really play really good last week, getting 34 reception yards and 1 touchdown. So that's why I think he should get the start. But they should both get a lot of reps, both him and Nico Collins. Our starting tight end just as now is Jordan Akins, but if something changes and Farrell Brown is available, he will be our starting tight end. I'm not going to really get into the O-line because I don't really know what's going to look like that right now because Charlie Heck is back. But yeah, that's it, and hope you enjoyed. Texans football's back. Let me know your prediction. My prediction right now, I think they'll lose 31-23. I think there's 3 different outcomes in this one. I think Texans either lose 31-23 or 28-23, or I don't think there's a really good chance of this. It's a decent chance, like I say, like a 30 to 40% chance if the Texans get a dub. If the Texans get a dub, I have the Texans winning 32-31 if they get the win. But my final score prediction is 28-23. But Texans, I think, will lose, but I will be cheering on for them until the end. But I hope they don't lose, but that's just my prediction. I hope they can get the dub, but I'm not going to get my hopes up if they don't. But hopefully they can, but we'll see. Let me know your predictions for this game, and peace out. Go Texans.